Hi everyone, I just wanted to say thank you so much for supporting the crowdfunding campaign for Sparks May Fly. We've got past the halfway mark, which is incredible, over £500 raised for this project. My background in filmmaking is, just using whatever I can to make a film. So being able to raise actual money that we can actually use to make a better quality film, it really makes a big difference and it means a lot to me. And I can assure you that every penny will be used to increase the quality of the film and to provide a better experience for the whole cast and crew and everybody involved. And yeah, it really means a lot. So we've got a few weeks left before production starts. So we're preparing to film our first scenes at the end of April and then to film the rest of the film in May, which is very exciting. So we're doing a final push at the moment for this crowdfunding campaign to try and hit our goal of £1,000. So what this means is, if we can raise more money, it's going to help us to cover more of the essential production expenses. Basically, there's a team of about 11 of us working on this project, and we're all young filmmakers and young artists and students and recent graduates and people who are just getting started in our careers, basically. So we're all doing this as a bit of a passion project. We're all unpaid and we're all covering a lot of our own expenses and that sort of thing. But there are essential expenses for the production itself, like the costume materials, the props, accessing the locations. We're also taking a team up to St Andrews for one weekend, which is obviously a long way from London. So there's the train tickets to get people up there. And we're doing it all as economically as possible, just, spending the minimum amount of money to get the maximum result. And I feel proud of the way that we're able to use a very limited amount of resources to get a really good end product. And I think everyone on the team is making a big effort and a big investment of their own time and energy and resources. So we really, really appreciate every bit of financial support that comes in, because that really just takes things up a notch and takes a little bit of pressure off us as a team so that we can produce this film and make it really good on the minimum budget for the maximum impact. And that really is the point of the project, is to make a story that can have a positive impact on people's lives. So this film, Sparks May Fly, is going to be a short film with an original soundtrack, unique costume designs and props, and the whole sort of world that we're creating on screen is a very unique bit of world building in itself. And the story is about relationships, identity, addiction, faith, and the power of decisions. And ultimately, it's a story of hope and encouragement of how somebody in a very difficult personal crisis can make a decision which leads them to come out of that and into a better and healthier place. And it's sort of about the relationships and the other people in their life that help them to get to that place of healing and restoration. So it's a really powerful story, and it means a lot to all of us on the team. And we're so grateful to have your support to bring it to life. So we've got the costumes coming together. I'm thrilled to be working with Celia, who is a fashion designer. And this is the first time I've ever had the privilege of working with an actual designer. Usually I just make costumes myself with whatever I've got in the cupboard. But having somebody with the skills and the creative vision that she has, and the ability to actually bring a vision to life in items of clothing, it's really incredible. So we're being able to create unique pieces for this film, which have never been seen anywhere else, which are being custom designed for these characters and for this story. So that's one of the big things that the crowdfunding goes towards, is buying all the right materials to make those costumes on a budget in a way that looks really realistic and compelling. So Celia is very good at what she does, and you can trust that every penny spent on the costumes will be very worth it. Otherwise it's things like those travel expenses to get the core team up to St Andrews so that we can access a variety of coastal locations. We're going to be visiting a nature reserve where we can access some beautiful forests and beach and coastal locations, which will provide quite a dynamic contrast to what we've got in London with the sort of city urban locations. So it should be a striking contrast, and so the travel expenses are going to help us to make that possible. Otherwise, there's going to be a bit of gear that we need to get, or just expenses that come up, things that need to be dealt with on the day. So having a bit of money in the account really helps a lot, so that we're not doing this totally by ourselves with no support, but we have a little bit of a safety net just in case. Not much, but just enough. So yeah, we decided to keep the target small. We realize that this is a time of financial struggle for everybody at the moment, and in the world economic situation, it's a time of a lot of uncertainty. So we've decided to raise £1,000, which is a fraction of what a production like this would usually raise. And we made the decision to just set that target much lower than usual, and to just commit to making the most of everything we have and trying to get the maximum value out of the smallest possible budget. So I'm absolutely thrilled that we're already more than halfway, and I'm so grateful to each person who has contributed to that campaign. If you would like to help us to reach our target, please do. There's not much time left. We're nearing the start of production, but it would be amazing to raise some more funds so that we're all ready to go before we start filming. So if you'd like to contribute, please do just find all the information at gofundme.com/sparksmayfly, or you can go through the Breaking Jar website at breakingjar.com/sparks. So yeah, and as with every film that I make, the point of this project is to make a positive impact on people's lives. And I like to summarize that in 3 words: stories changing lives. That's why I've got my redirector shirt on today, because a redirector is somebody that makes films that change the course of people's lives. So that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm doing with Sparks May Fly. So I'd love to have your support. All of the financial contributions really do make a difference. And if you're not in a position to give financially, please don't worry at all. But if you'd be willing to spread the word, that would be super helpful. So please do feel free to share this post and to share the link to the crowdfunding page and to let people know about it. So thank you so much. The team and I are all very grateful for your support, and yeah, you'll be able to see the film soon. So thank you so much for your support, and look forward to showing you the finished product.